All right, let's go. You ready? You ready to practice speaking English? Now you can use this lesson more as a listening exercise. Just listen to me, learn, and if you're intermediate, repeat chunks of speech, things, words and phrases that you want to reinforce into your memory. And if you're an advanced English practicer, go ahead and shadow me. Say it along with me. Pretend you are with me and we're saying it together. We're giving a dual presentation or something like that. I don't know. Do what you like. Use this to practice speaking English. Let's jump into it. Refuse comfort that weakens your future. You are sitting here because you want more from your life. You feel it. You know you were not born just to pay bills. You were not born just to pay bills. You were not born just to scroll on your phone, complain about stress, and repeat the same routine until the years pass. There is something inside you that wants growth, strength, respect, and real progress. And the first enemy of that future is comfort that weakens you. Comfort is not always bad. A warm bed feels good. A soft couch feels comfy. A day without pressure feels relaxing. But comfort can become dangerous when it slowly steals your edge. It happens quietly. You sleep a little longer. You delay the workout. You avoid the difficult conversation. You say you will start tomorrow. You promise yourself you will try next week. And week after week, nothing changes. The human mind loves comfort. It wants to protect you from effort. It wants to avoid stress. It wants quick pleasure. When you feel tired, your brain says rest. When you feel fear, your brain says, stay safe. When something looks hard, your brain says, skip it. That voice feels natural. It feels caring. But if you always obey it, you will slowly shrink your potential. Look at your own life honestly. Think about the last time you chose comfort over growth. Maybe you skipped studying when you knew you needed to prepare. Maybe you avoided learning a new skill because it felt confusing. Maybe you stayed in a job you dislike because change feels risky. In those moments, comfort feels like relief. You feel safe for a while, but deep inside, there is a quiet disappointment. You know you settled. That disappointment grows. It turns into frustration. It turns into regret. And regret is far more painful than effort. Refusing comfort that weakens your future means making a decision before the moment arrives. You do not wait until you feel motivated. You do not wait until it feels easy. You decide that your future matters more than today's comfort. When the alarm rings and your body feels heavy, that is the test. The room is quiet. The bed is warm. Your eyes want to close again. That is not just a small decision. That moment is a vote for the kind of person you are becoming. If you get up, even when you do not feel like it, you are telling yourself something powerful. You are saying, my goals are more important than my feelings. That builds self-respect. Self-respect is not built from talking big. It is built from keeping promises to yourself. Each time you choose effort over comfort, your confidence grows. You walk differently. You speak differently. You feel stronger inside because you know you can rely on yourself. Comfort weakens you when it becomes your default response. Growth strengthens you when effort becomes your standard response. Many people say they want success. They want better health. They want financial freedom. They want peace of mind. But wanting is easy. Working when it is uncomfortable is rare. That is why so few people truly change. There is something important to understand about pain. Short-term effort feels uncomfortable in your body. Your muscles burn. Your mind feels tired. Your heart beats faster. But that discomfort is temporary. Long-term regret is heavy. It sits in your chest. It keeps you awake at night. It makes you question yourself. Which one do you want to carry? When you refuse comfort, that weakens your future. You start training your mind. You notice the urge to quit, and you do not obey it. You notice the desire to avoid a task, and you face it anyway. You feel fear before taking action, and you move forward anyway. That is how mental strength is built. Think about your future self 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Imagine looking back at this season of your life. What will make you proud? Will it be the hours spent scrolling through your phone? Will it be the extra sleep? Or will it be the nights you studied when others were relaxing? The mornings you trained your body when others were resting? The risks you took when others stayed comfortable? The easy life feels good now, but costs you later. The disciplined life feels hard now, but it rewards you later. You do not need to make extreme changes overnight. Refusing comfort starts with small daily decisions. When you feel like stopping after doing half the work, finish it. When you want to speak negatively about yourself, choose better words. When you want to spend money carelessly, Pause and think about your long-term goals. These small moments shape your future more than dramatic events. Your environment also matters. If you surround yourself with people who always choose comfort, who complain about effort, who avoid responsibility, their habits will influence you. Human beings copy behavior. We adapt to what feels normal around us. If laziness is normal, you become lazy. If discipline is normal, you become disciplined. Choose your circle carefully because comfort spreads quickly. Another truth is that this growth requires friction. If everything feels smooth all the time, you are not stretching yourself. If you never feel challenged, you are not expanding your skills. Feeling uncomfortable does not mean you are failing. It means you are developing. When you start to refuse comfort, you may feel resistance within. You may also feel resistance from others. Some people will question your new habits. They may joke about your discipline. They may tell you to relax more. That is because your growth makes them aware of their own choices. Stay steady. You are not responsible for making others comfortable with your ambition. There will be days when you are tired, when progress feels slow, when results are not visible. In those moments, remember why you started. Remember the frustration of staying the same. Remember the pain of unrealized potential. That memory can fuel you when motivation fades. Every strong person you admire has faced this battle. They did not become disciplined because it was easy. They became disciplined because they decided their future mattered more than their comfort. Right now, you have a choice. You can continue to negotiate with comfort, or you can draw a line and say, enough. Enough waiting. Enough delaying. Enough shrinking your potential to feel safe. Your future is built by what you do daily, not by what you dream occasionally. If you refuse comfort, that weakens your future. You will build strength that protects it. You will gain confidence that cannot be shaken easily. You will develop habits that carry you forward even when emotions are unstable. Feel the weight of that decision. It is serious. It is powerful. It is personal. You deserve a strong future. You deserve pride when you look in the mirror. You deserve to feel capable. But those rewards are reserved for people who choose effort when comfort calls their name. Stand up in your own life. Choose the task you have been avoiding. Make the call you have been postponing. Start the routine you keep delaying. Take action, even if your voice shakes and your body feels uncertain. Comfort is easy. Growth is earned. Your future is waiting for the version of you who refuses to be weakened by what feels good today. Decide who you are going to be, then act like that person starting now. Let's say that last slide one more time. Ready? Decide who you are going to be, then act like that person starting now. Just start acting like that person right now. Boom! Way to go. Good workout. Keep moving forward one step at a time. Thank you for practicing with me again today. I'll see you in the next practice video.